Hi, my name is Anika Srivastava, and this is my second year as Miss CEO Ambassador. And I'd like to go over the skill of time management from the Miss CEO Leadership Toolkit. Time management is something extremely important to me, and it's essential to reaching your most productive self. In essence, the day consists of 24 hours for everyone around the globe. But some people accomplish more than others, and a key factor to maximizing your time is time management, which will help you achieve your success. In my personal experience, I loaded my schedule with hard classes and extracurriculars in freshman year out of anticipation for high school, and I've never had to manage that much work before, ultimately leading to disorganization and lack of sleep. But once I started utilizing Google Calendar and other time management tools to plan out my schedule, I was easily able to manage my commitments. I implemented time blocking, which helped me plan out my extracurriculars and my studying, allowing me to balance my schedule. So here's a process of time management skills that will help reach the most productive version of yourself. First, you have to establish what do you want to achieve. You have to start with the right goals. An outline that can help you establish your goals is SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. This can help you establish what you want to accomplish in a relevant and timely manner. For instance, something that is relevant to me is let's finish 1 unit of AP Bio. Let's complete 2 hours of community service at this location by this time. Or let's plan an event for our club for this mark of time. This helped me kind of make a clear path of what I need to accomplish and how I can do so. Then you have to identify time wasters. What is stopping you from reaching this productive version of yourself? For instance, this can include multitasking, not setting the proper priorities, procrastination, doom scrolling, and inefficiently using work or study time. After you've accomplished the last two steps, then you can effectively implement these time management skills. First, one time management skill that I really like to implement in my daily schedule is the Pomodoro technique. Essentially, the Pomodoro technique is where you pick a task of your choice, for instance, a homework assignment. Then you set a timer and work for a 25-minute focus interval, essentially called a Pomodoro. You record your progress, and then once the interval is over, you take a 5-minute break. But after you take that break, you go back to work. But after 3 to 4 of those Pomodoros or 25-minute focused intervals, then you can take a longer 30 to 40-minute break, however suited to your needs. This will help you balance your work time, your study time, and your break time. Then you can set priorities. A way you can do this is through the Eisenhower matrix. This picture kind of shows you how this essentially works. But basically, you divide your tasks into 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1 is the most urgent and most important tasks that require immediate attention. Quadrant 2 are non-urgent but important tasks like planning for the future and setting up long-term goals. Quadrant 3 is urgent but not important tasks that can be delegated to others, and Quadrant 4 is ultimately tasks that are neither urgent or important, which are basically unnecessary tasks. Lastly, and really important time management skill that you can implement is time blocking. This is where you schedule chunks of time for specific tasks. For instance, block one period of time for work, another for lunch or breaks, another time for loved ones. And this is really efficient just for planning out your day and avoiding any unnecessary time wasting. But however, it's always essential to remember to take time to rest and reflect. Breaks and time away from devices is extremely crucial to recharge your brain and sustain greater productivity. Some things I like to do are taking a walk or a nap, but let's look at some other suggestions. So you can journal, you can garden, you can catch up on sleep, take a nap, take a walk or a hike in nature, or do arts and crafts if that's what you're into. And here's an ultimate overview of how to become the most productive version of yourself and maximize your time. So remember, you have to always establish your goal. What do you want to accomplish at the end of the day? Set priorities. Then schedule your time efficiently. You can also use apps such as Google Calendar and Toggle Track to do so. Then you would implement time management skills like the Pomodoro technique. And then you would take a break away from electronic devices and rest. And that's it. Remember to always be the Miss CEO of your life and follow us at Miss CEO Inc. on all of our socials. Thank you.